Frazier and Maestro styles, you know we got one. Right back like we left some. We don't duck smoke, we want all of it. So line them up, Trey sharp with the blade, you know we sizing it up. I'm quick to catch the fade, you know Styles making the cut. Cause we coming out clean every time that we showing up.
It's gonna be called The Barbershop.
Yo, what up, folks? Welcome. It is the NFL season finally here this week, folks. Brand new episode of the Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast with myself, Trey Frazier, and the homie Maestro Styles.
Yes, sir.
In the building. We are streaming live right now on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hey, man, another week, man. Thanks to everybody that tuned in last week for the 400th special episode. Truly appreciate it. Got a lot of feedback, and it was all good, man. How you be, man?
Tired as hell, man. My birthday in a couple of days, so I kind of took the weekend to celebrate early because my sister was in town and party. Not, I won't say necessarily partying, but being outside for 3 nights consecutively is not my bag at 41 years old.
You took it way back, man.
Man.
You took it way back, bro.
That ain't my bag no more. Give me one solid day of outside at night, and I'm good.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm happy to be back at it, man. This weekend, you know, I text you over the weekend. Just wild with the travel schedule, and I'm glad I was able to get some days off from the regular 9 to 5, and got back at it today. Not a very great ending to my day per se, but happy to be here in this moment. So man, I'm just kind of ready to get this kicked off. So just a couple things. Again, we're streaming live on all our platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Also subscribe. Yes, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the like button on the Facebook page, and also the Twitter handle, also Twitch and Instagram. Follow us on Instagram as well. Secondly, it is the NFL season. Ravens Chiefs kicks off the season this Thursday, and we got a guest coming on with us who is a Chiefs fan, Wild Carmar. He goes by that name, from the Man Cave Sports Podcast. He co-hosts along with our boy Jane Jones, who we had on I think last year, something like that. So he's going to come on with us in about 10 minutes, and I believe he's a Mo County resident as well. So
I've seen him post something about Moco. So yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. So definitely going to get into that, talk about his podcast history, and and all that, and then obviously little Chiefs Ravens banter, and talk about some of these other games coming up this weekend. But I guess I'll start here. We just talked about how busy our weekends were, so I take it that you had no exposure to any of the college football games.
Nope. I've been drinking, I've been DJing, I've been drinking, and I've been staying up, and I've been drinking, and I've been not getting a lot of sleep, and I've been drinking.
That's crazy. Yeah, I kind of like you. I just been on travel this whole weekend. So, but the only game I was able to end up watching was LSU and USC, which ended up being a good game toward the end there. But something happened before the game started, and I'm flipping through channels here trying to check out for the game and stuff, and I found out that ESPN, ABC, pretty much that whole Disney network of channels, they were in a dispute with DirecTV. Typical stuff, like we've seen it plenty of times and whatnot, and they ended up blacking out all those channels before that game started on Sunday, like literally minutes before the game started. So So I didn't get a chance to watch like the first quarter or something like that. But then I did some searching, and you go to YouTube, and somebody was actually streaming the game on YouTube, and so I was able to tune into that for a little bit, and then I think somebody on Twitter had hit me up and was like, they got the stream back, DirecTV. That is, they put the ABC network back on their on their cable stuff.
Right.
So I ended up switching back over to regular TV to kind of finish the game out. So that was kind of a weird beginning to trying to get into college football to kind of kick the season off. So that was something weird that took place there. Glad they got it figured out because it's football season. You ain't trying to block no viewers, and that's for college football is a big deal. So I'm glad they got that worked out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad they got that sorted out. I'm like I said, I wouldn't have known nothing about it because I was definitely doing everything but watching TV. So but I mean, yeah, like you said, glad they sorted that out. I mean, it would seem to me that that was a ploy. If in fact that's what happened, they were in a dispute,
Mm-hmm.
and then you waited minutes before the game to decide, hey, all right, well, we ain't showing the game.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds kind of crazy. That sounds like that was a tactic to get the deal done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
a lot of pointing the fingers. DirecTV came out and said some stuff. The network came out and said some stuff. Typical. He said, she said. We trying to make a deal happen, but they not cooperating and vice versa. So, yeah, that's usually what happens with those kinds of things. But they know not to mess that money up. So they got that thing done and quick in a hurry. So,
speaking about getting deals, I was gonna say, speaking about getting deals done, I just wanted to get the two quick deals that got done today, or as reported. Congrats to Cam Hayward, who got 3 years, $45 million, 16 mil guaranteed. Also, shout out to Trent Williams. Congratulations to him on his restructure.
Yep.
3 years, $82.6 million, $48 million guaranteed.
That's what's up. Yeah. No surprise. You want to get that stuff done before the season kicks off. I think there's still one elephant in the room, and that's Hassan Reddick with the New York Jets.
And did we Brandon Ayuk happened after the show or before the?
It happened after.
Okay, and congrats to Brandon Ayuk as well.
Yep.
I don't remember.
$30 million, $30 million a year, okay. 4 years.
Okay, yes. Congratulations to Brandon Ayuk as well.
Yep, for sure. I know you said you didn't think that trade to Pittsburgh was going to happen, so no hurt on your side.
Nah.
But there's definitely some folks out there not happy with and I would say this: if you're not happy, if you're a fan and thought you was getting Brandon Ayuk, I would not be happy at the people that are actually reporting on your team, because they certainly was talking about there was a deal on the table.
Right. And look, maybe there was some type of a deal. I don't know who telling the truth and who not telling the truth. I know at the end of the day, he ain't on the Pittsburgh Steelers team. So we left with our receiving room, and hopefully Van Jefferson pans out to be a number 2 like he feels like he is. After that,
And the other elephant in the room, Jamar Chase, that's still kind of a thing too.
Yeah, but to my understanding, that didn't have to happen this year. So I mean, sure, we could pontificate about it, but clearly it's not as big as a deal as Brandon Ayuk for whatever reason. And my reason would be because they could, for whatever reason, they could wait.
They didn't have to handle Brandon Ayuk this year either. I think they just decided, let's just get it done and get it out of the way.
Yeah, but clearly there was there. I'm assuming at this point, but clearly it had to be something that, I mean, all summer we were talking about Brandon Ayuk. We weren't talking about Jamar Chase.
I think similar to Jamar Chase, both players were still under control.
Yeah, well, one player was clearly not under control of Brandon Ayuk. We've been talking about the
I'm talking
possibility.
contractually. I'm talking contractually.
Well, okay, so let me ask you then.
Mm-hmm.
Why were we talking about Brandon Ayuk all summer and not Jamar Chase?
Oh, because there was also rumors that they was going to trade him. There were also those things going on. There was never really are the Bengals going to trade Jamar Chase? Like that's never been like a thing.
Do you think nobody went to ask about Jamar Chase?
I don't know that to be the case. I'm just making the point that I think both players are that they're both not free agents. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that both players weren't free agents. Both players were still contractually under control. It's just that one team decided to take care of their player and the other team is deciding to, and we'll see what happens between now and their game on Sunday. One team is electing to not take care of their player. I think it's just as like simple as that.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't want to stretch the conversation. I'm still not really clear, but it's one under the bridge, like you said, one assigned to 1-8. Prayers to Ricky Pearsall while we on 49ers news. Ricky Pearsall, first round pick of the San Francisco 49ers at wide receiver, was shot over the weekend. I did hear that it went through his chest, so the bullet is no longer in his body.
Tough, man.
I'm not.
That sucks.
Luck, thankfully that, like I said, the bullet's not in his side of his body. It went through. So that makes things a little less complicated than it would have been if the bullet was still in the side of his body or had been there for in a longer amount of time. So prayers to Ricky Pearsall. We pray for a speedy recovery over here, and and certainly thoughts and condolences to his family.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hopefully, a speedy recovery, and he'll be able to get on the field at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this year, but if he does end up getting on the field later this year, then that would be a win-win for everybody involved. So prayers out to him and prayers out to the family for sure.
Yes, sir.
If my brother here is ready, then we could bring him in here real quick. Hopefully get his sound straight and all that good stuff. So let's welcome the homie here, Wildcard Mar, Kansas City Chiefs fan, one of the co-hosts of the Man Cave Sports Podcast on the IOW Sports Network. Bro, man, thanks for coming in here, man. And I see you all KC'd out and everything, man. Y'all in KC got a lot of things going and popping right now. Y'all got the baseball team looking really good, and obviously the champs is about to kick off Thursday. So thanks for joining us, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. I feel like a bruh made it, man. I'm over here barbershop talk with the fellas. So, yeah, appreciate y'all having me, man. So, man,
absolutely.
Let's get to it.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, and feel free to let any cuss words and any obscenities that you need to get off on, just go ahead, let that thing go, man. I want you to be comfortable, just like you're in the barbershop, getting your hair cut or whatever. You know what I mean? Can you hear me?
Did he freeze up?
Yeah, like he might have freezed up.
Oh, yeah, look like he might have froze there.
No doubt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we kind of lost you, Mar, for a second.
Nah, am I good? I got that life alert Wi-Fi, man. So like, it's almost like I got the senior citizen type
DSL
Wi-Fi over here. So I gotta figure. Yeah, man, life out. It's hard out here for a pimp, man. So I got all these kids and all this stuff. That's why I be on the podcast so much, so I could get better Wi-Fi, man. It's wild out here, but nah, man. I figured what y'all said at the barbershop. I was like, oh yeah, we gonna cut up for sure.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. Well, we got to start here first. Mo County resident, right?
Well, I'm actually from Kansas City, Missouri, but my boys over there at the Man Cave, they all from the Mocos. They all from the Mo County, and since
Okay.
I rock with them pretty heavy. I feel like I'm the adopted brother of the Moco. So
Got you.
yeah.
So you born and raised Kansas City all day. Like
all
that's
day. I did spend about half my life down south. So if you hear a little North Carolina drawl from me, it's because I spent about 17 years down there. So I'm a mix of North Carolina and Kansas City over here. Can't lie.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Because I was showing you ready to ask you how you a Kansas City fan in Montgomery County, Maryland. I ain't never seen that. So yeah, so respect.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And you rocking the shades and all this stuff. And shout out to your boy Jay Jones. So we had Jay on here last year. Popping with the fresh shades and all that. So appreciate you coming through in style there.
No doubt. Hey, and it really wasn't even I didn't even mean to do it as a style thing, but I've been doing it for like the last 3 years. It's like if I was able to show you my setup, I got like this bright ass light right in front of me, and I'll be like, man, it be hurting my eyes. So I was like, man, let me throw the shades on. And then of course they a certain brand. So the brand I've been holla at them for like 2 years. Like, man, I've been rocking out joint for 3 years. I need to go ahead and get your boy a sponsor. It's struggling out here.
Man.
Come on now.
Oh man, we didn't find out about that for sure. So what got you started in podcasting, man? What got you started?
Man, it's crazy. So I was down in Raleigh, North Carolina with one of my coworkers, and he had just started a podcast. He did one episode with his other coworker from another job, and they asked me to be a guest. And it wasn't a sports podcast. It was just like your run-of-the-mill podcast where you just kind of talk about, social issues, and just being proud of our Black culture and all that. And we were talking about rap, some of the greatest MCs ever do rap. So I came on, did the show, and ever since then I never left. And that was 2019. It's like I caught the bug, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. So then that transformed into a sports podcast, and now it's transformed into my wife be getting mad at me, like, you're doing another podcast. Sorry, babe, I'm trying to get this.
Get to it.
Like wifey, I'm trying to get that Pat McAfee money, baby. Like, be patient with your boy. If you be patient and just rock with me, hit that share button, subscribe. Hey, I make stuff happen for you, baby. So I caught that bug, man, and it transformed to like I'm very heavy in producing some of the shows that I do, concepts, designs, intros, and then with my boys over at 613, the Man Cave podcast, help them out with certain things that they need to get done, and so yeah, man. Hey, man, I put it like this, man. Podcasting is like selling weed, man. It ain't gonna get you rich. I mean, it ain't selling bricks right now. It'll keep the lights on. I'm waiting to get to that Yayo podcast money where I can just do whatever. But it's a slow grind. But for me, I'll be honest with y'all fellas. Yeah, I want to eventually, do this as my financial way of getting finances. Yeah, but I just love talking sports. I love talking anything and everything that we talk about on podcasts. Is almost like a drug. It's addicting. I can't even lie. So I do it for pure passion, bro. And I just know that the money will come eventually once everybody catches on to my content. Because I just feel like my content is there. I just need the right eyes to just put their eyes on it, and
that's
what's just fly. So yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I like that background too, man. You talked about design earlier.
I did that myself. I did that myself, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Half the stuff I be doing it be these little phone apps. I ain't even gonna cap.
Yeah, I know.
Same here. Same here.
Hey,
same here.
Hey, I'm a no. The apple don't fall from the tree. I'm cheap as hell. I'm like my daddy. I refuse to pay somebody to do any designs for me. I'm like, free 99 on this app, and you gotta Bet.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Then Kansas City Chiefs fan, let's get into what you like to do. Kansas City fan, obviously y'all trying to three-peat.
Trying to.
I'm gonna say trying, man. I three-peat. I can't. Dallas was
a three-peat. Was there ever a three-peat in the NFL?
Nah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they them boys trying to do something never been done before. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy for them boys because obviously we're gonna talk Chiefs Ravens because Ravens is gonna be there. You can't count out the Bengals quite yet. Texans, you saw what they did in the offseason, what they brought onto the team. They ain't playing. Hey, Texas ain't bullshit. I ain't even gonna
Texas ain't bullshit at all.
They went all in, man. Boy. They went all in on both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball. Yeah. Hey, Trey, I'm right there with you. So, you see what they got with C.J. Stroud on his rookie deal. So it gives them the flexibility to go ahead and go all in on both sides of the ball. So they did it. And I ain't mad at it. So the Texans going to be there. There's probably a good chance the whole AFC North might even sneak in to the playoffs. That's probably the toughest division in all of football, if you ask me.
Ain't no probably.
It just is.
It is.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be some other teams that's going to make it hard for the Chiefs to three-peat. But, hey, man, I ain't even going to lie with you, man. When we got this guy right here, right there, make it a lot easier for you, dog.
Yeah,
make it a lot easier for you, man.
Yeah.
That's for real.
Well, I guess, let's start within the division because, look, the Broncos, I don't have no expectations.
Yeah, we ain't got to start in the division because ain't nobody in the division threatening a playoff berth or a.
They don't think the Chargers can make the playoff?
Maybe, but I'm talking if we're talking about Super Bowl.
Because that's the only team. That's the only team I really want to ask about how Mark feels about the Chargers. Because that's really the only team that's, if you talk about wild cards, that's the one team.
Man, Trey, you giving the Chargers a little bit too much credit than I would, bro. I first of all, hey man, y'all remember that old movie MASH? All the people was always hurt, getting in trouble. The Army show MASH.
MASH.
Yeah, they got a MASH unit out there in LA, bro. Hey, them boys fragile as hell.
Get to it.
The Chargers, they are fragile, bro. I swear they made them dry spaghetti, bro. They snap every damn week. I'm trying to think. And it happens to players that matter for him. Joey Bosa, he already hurt. He going into the season with a jacked up hand. He gonna play with a cast. Darwin James, when he's healthy,
nice.
He's probably one of the better safeties in the league.
Yeah.
Yo, this man finessed him for a big old contract, and this dude literally has missed damn near half of his whole career. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. And Khalil Mack's still nice, but he getting older, and so he can only do so much. Look, the Chargers, I get it, and then so you take a fragile team, and y'all know about Gus Edwards, y'all know about J.K. Dobbins.
Yep,
they hurt. What they do? They go sign in.
Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins. That's the guy that's more hurt.
Yeah, of course.
That's your point, but I get your point.
Jim signs him. He's a run first type of team. If you think you about to last a whole 17 game season with J.K. Dobbins, and don't get me wrong, I like Gus, but if he's healthy, he's a solid back. But lately he's been showing a little durability issue. So he's a physical type of coach. He's old school. He likes to run the ball, play hard. That don't mix with fragile. It don't mix with fragile. I ain't got high expectations this year. For the Chargers.
Okay.
Next year, 2 years.
That's fair.
Then I'll start paying attention. I'm actually looking at the Raiders because I like the way that they Antonio Pierce got the mentality. He's changing the mentality in that building. And the way that they came in Kansas City and beat us up on Christmas Day, they feeling themselves. That was their Super Bowl. And rightfully so, you won. But cool. Raiders, I think let's just call a spade a spade. Raiders, Broncos, and Chargers, they fighting for second place. All right, let's just call it what it is. All right. I don't care. I don't
really?
care.
Okay.
I don't care what lineup you put it in. They fighting for second place. But if you ask me, the Raiders probably got a better chance to possibly get a wild card spot than the other two. Can we talk? Can we
Probably shit. Go ahead.
Can we really talk about how overrated I think Sean Payton been lately since he ain't had a Drew Brees?
I mean, look. Say what you want. You ran Russell Wilson out off your team for what?
For what? Did people look at Russell Wilson's stats last year? The man had almost 25 plus touchdowns and less than 10 interceptions. You name me what franchise wouldn't appreciate that type of production.
Which is why I had no problem when he came to Pittsburgh. This is one of the best turnover to touchdown ratios in the league.
Hey,
and
man.
you ran him out. And you didn't like him the second you walked in. It's like you
got
came
in the
to the
door.
Broncos and said, I don't want him here. So I agree. I agree with that 100%. And then look, say what you want about Bo Nix might not turn it. I think Bo Nix is going to be better than the Raiders this year, but I don't think that he's going to be not by much. It's not like this team is going to turn around with that 35-year-old quarterback. So you know what I'm saying? I just don't know, man. Say what you want. Bo Nix old as hell to be a rookie.
He's seasoned though.
hey, he said he's seasoned. He's seasoned. That boy came in. I ain't never seen a rookie that was already a veteran. That crazy.
Yeah, right.
So, but no, man. Hey, my thing with Sean Payton is he's been milking that 09 championship like Doc Rivers been milking that 08 championship. They look mighty.
I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. That's a fact.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you 100%.
I
agree.
Or you could ask what quarterback has he really groomed since Drew Brees? Because everybody was like, "Ooh, Sean Payton, he's the quarterback whisperer." But I mean, since he's been back, what has he been whispering to? Like that's still a question mark for me. Is can he groom another quarterback other than Drew Brees?
But Trey, Drew Brees was actually talented before he even got to New Orleans.
Exactly.
I saw Drew Brees in San Diego.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The man was nice before he even got to New Orleans, and the only reason why
shame for the Chargers,
shame for the Chargers because they scared they didn't want to sign him back because he got that shoulder injury at the last game of the season,
and shame Miami too.
Miami. Hey, a lot of people don't know this. He almost came to Kansas City, so I can't even front. I'm kind of glad he went to
that. You breaking news right here. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I mean, my thing is with Sean Payton, man. Like you went out there and embarrassed the dude that's won a Super Bowl, been to two of them, and for what? Bo Nix, that dude. Can we really talk about how Bo Nix couldn't last at all?
Wilson.
But now let's keep it a buck. He couldn't hack it at Auburn, right? In the SEC.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the Pac-12, which is probably one of the weakest college divisions of all of football at Oregon, and didn't win nothing. So I mean, all right, Denver. Yeah, y'all be battling for last place too. Y'all be a top pick again.
Because Bo Nix ain't that much younger than Russell Wilson, by the way. So
yeah, he what 26, 27? Yeah.
I don't know. I just like him better. I think that nigga.
So just that number out there, mid-30s.
I think that nigga 35. I ain't gonna hold
you. Hey, that man been paying child support before he got his NFL check. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Oh man.
Crazy. So let's talk about the Chiefs here. So just some off-season move I want to kind of touch on, just because he used to be on my team a few years back. Hollywood Brown, you get him in the off-season. He gets hurt in the preseason. Looks like he's going to miss, Thursday's game. But just overall, when y'all made that move, like what was your thoughts in getting Hollywood Brown on your roster?
Man, I can't even lie, man. At first, I was like, I don't know. I really don't know. But then I looked at what Hollywood Brown was able to do when he was a Raven. I mean, the dude put up 1,000 yards in a run-first offense.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't sneeze at that. So, I gave that mad respect. And then when he went to Arizona, obviously he wasn't the same as he was in Baltimore. So, got nicked up every now and then. So that was probably the only thing that concerned me. And then sure enough, he
got hurt too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, he gets nicked up in the preseason. So man, it kind of sucks that he won't be able to play on Thursday because obviously, playing against your former team probably has low significance to you. And then week 2 against Cincinnati, that's up in the air as well. So I just say this, man. If he's gonna get injured, I'm glad it's in the early. Get it out the way. Let his body,
get healthy.
Let him get right, and then hopefully he can keep some good durability for the rest of the season into the playoffs. And hey, if he can put up 1,000 yards with Lamar, I'm hoping he could do so much more with Patrick. So it's a good addition. I like what they did. It's a 1-year deal. It's a prove it deal. See what's up with him. See if he can add some good production. And hell, it might lead to a payday for him if he plays it right. You know what I'm saying?
I remember he was with the Ravens, and this was before we traded him to the Cardinals, but there was a story about him, getting involved with video games. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, Maestro, but there was something about him,
he was going to retire.
He was going to retire and do something professionally with playing games online, video games and stuff like that. So, like you said, it's a prove it or lose it kind of a deal for him this year. And honestly, I mean, with the production out of the receiving core that y'all had last year, I mean, there's really nowhere else to kind of go but upward, really. Anyway, I mean, it's an upgrade. I would say it's an upgrade. I think he can, if you're talking about catching the football, I think he can be that, for you guys better than what was last year.
Oh, well, we got you 100% right because, man, them boys had the dropsies last year. I don't know what them boys couldn't catch nothing.
Yeah, Tony.
Oh, Lord, that dude. You're talking about happy somebody got cut, and look, I ain't trying to hate on nobody losing their job. But this is a business, and the dude couldn't catch chlamydia if he was in the middle of a brothel and a whole orgy with the whole brothel. Raw dog. What? I'm trying to tell you that the man Tony couldn't catch not a damn thing. So I'm like, bro, and he has so much potential. He was a former first rounder, bro. Like, bro, if you catch the ball, we might have, talks of. Cause look, I appreciate what he did in the Super Bowl against the Eagles. Had a great punt return, had a touchdown, that game-winning touchdown. Cool, but bro, if you lacking on the first thing you're supposed to do as a wide receiver, which is what? Catch the damn ball.
That's it. But if you look at his tape in college, though, he was one of the best receivers coming out of college. And you just look at that, and then you look at his pro stuff, and you're just like, well, what the hell happened?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know neither.
He must have been messing with one of them little Instagram thotties or something. And I don't know.
Why?
I don't know, bro.
But it seemed like he wasn't focused. I mean, since he's been in the league, it was with the Giants. I don't know. He had that one standout game, but I mean, it never seemed like since he's been in the league, he's been focused. But everybody is, giving him a chance because he's young and what he put on tape in college. So I mean, I could respect that. But I mean, at some point, that comes to what that college potential, that all that comes to an end. At the same, he got enough game tape on him right now to be like, all right, well, yeah, you talented, but you ain't putting it together, and maybe you're never going to put it together. So I mean, and certainly on a championship team like Kansas City, you can't really fumble that like you did. Playing with Kansas City for that year or year was that 2 years we played with the Eagles?
2 years ago,
against the Eagles, So you can't have it.
So definitely, I want to talk about how you feel Xavier Worthy's going to be going in.
Man.
Yeah, that kid's nice.
Oh, bro. Hey, thank you, Buffalo, again for making another draft day trade with us that could possibly make us better, and y'all look like straight ass. So thank you. Y'all did give us Patrick Mahomes. They forgot about that.
Yeah, for sure.
So you give us Xavier Worthy. Man, you gave us the fastest dude in the draft? What? Now, because here's the thing. When you add Hollywood, when you add Xavier, that gives us that element that we had with Tyreek, taking that top off. And that's what's been missing from this offense the last couple of years, and they still win the Super Bowl. So look, I ain't gonna put too much pressure on X-Man, but the dude is electric. He's starting to get that chemistry with Patrick. I started seeing it towards the Detroit Lions second preseason game. They didn't play in the third one against Chicago, but you can see his route running getting better, and he's man. When you get locked in with Patrick Mahomes, that's the reason why we brought Juju back, because he was locked in with Mahomes 2 years ago.
Exactly.
That's the only reason why. It is when you get in that zone with Patrick, boy, shit get deadly, man. And I'm not saying X-Man gonna be rookie of the year, but he's definitely gonna bring another added layer of potential of dangerousness to this offense, man. Like you said, him, Hollywood. We can't forget about Rashee Rice. Almost put up 1,000 yards last year. You can't forget about that bad white boy Travis Kelce at tight end. It don't look like he's slowing down. So I mean, man, when you give a guy like Mahomes weapons, man, stop playing, man. You better have some defense. That's all I know. Better have some defense.
Right. Well, speaking of that, let's bring the defensive side of the ball up. So me and my guy Maestro here, we had a conversation about the Chiefs. I believe it was last week or the week before. And I'm gonna paraphrase what you said, Maestro, but you said
don't. I'll say it. It's fine. It's fine. I don't believe in that defense. I get that they've played well. I believe that. I get it that they have complimented Patrick Mahomes in a very when Tyreek Hill left, offense obviously points went down. So Patrick Mahomes had to learn how to play quarterback in a different way, meaning he can't just air it out and big chunk plays and those types of things. And because of that, the defense has had to be better as he's figuring it out. And they've done that job. And I know that's crazy to say after winning 2 Super Bowls that I don't believe that. The point is I don't believe this defense. You're going to ask me, if you're going to stab me to death, you're going to do all those things, that's cool. What I look at on team, and this is not even really a slight to Spagnuolo, because Spagnuolo was probably one of the better defensive play callers in the game. I just don't believe Chris Jones, Hall of Famer, probably going to be a Hall of Famer first ballot.
Yep.
Nick Bolton is a good piece. Trent McDuffie is a good piece at cornerback. But L'Jarius Sneed is gone, so I think that secondary is going to be affected. I don't think this defense that has been good. I don't put so much stock into the whole nobody scored 20. I don't put so much stock on it, and maybe it's because I hadn't gone back and watched all the opponents, but I don't put as much stock into that whole 20-point thing as Trey does per se. So what I said,
now can I ask a question before you go? So what's your reason for not putting a lot of stock into that kind of a stat in an offensive league?
Well, because I haven't looked at all. I haven't looked at the entire who they played. I didn't. And
that matters.
Yeah. So I didn't. I'm just saying I haven't done the research. Is what I'm saying.
Eagles, Buffalo. I'm just throwing some teams out there. Just from what I recall, last season, those are some good offenses. By the way, last year.
Last year, the Eagles weren't that great of an offense, but they was having some issues. But all that's to say, I don't believe this defense is going to be as good this year. That was my overall point. And to quote myself, The Kansas City Chiefs defense is going to be mid this year. Is exactly what I said.
Hey, you know what, Maestro? And here's my rebuttal to that. And you're not. I don't think you're far off from your take on what the Chiefs defense could possibly be. Yeah. But even if they are mid, you know what? I'm okay with that. You know what?
I know. I know.
Super Bowl 54, Super Bowl 57. They won the Super Bowl with a 19th ranked defense. That's mid of the pack. That's mid.
Yeah.
So if they mid, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
They won the Super Bowl last year with an actual top 5 defense. That was the first time Patrick Mahomes actually had a top 5 defense last year.
Right.
And if everybody goes back to a lot of the games last year, there were times where the defense carried the offense, and that's the offense with Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
And I ain't afraid to admit that. There was some games last year where I'm looking at Patrick, I'm like, where'd you disappear to? What happened to the magician dude? Where he at? Like did you do David Copperfield and just disappeared? So there were some times where Patrick wasn't looking himself. So if they mid, Maestro, I'm fine with that. They've already proven to me that 2 Super Bowls with a mid defense, they can still get the job done. Because I will say this, they're one of those defenses that shows up when it matters.
When it's time to do it. It's exactly what I said.
And they always bend, but they don't break. My only issue I got with the Chiefs defense, they don't get enough turnovers for my life.
Okay.
If they get more turnovers, that goes from being a good defense to a dominant defense.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they get more turnovers, then I'm like, I got no beef with nothing. But hey, give me a mid defense. Go ahead.
I can respect that.
Fine with it.
Yeah. So, I respect that about the the turnovers and stuff like that. But I hear Maestro. If you're talking about this year's Kansas City defense, then I got you. I just can't. I can't call what they did last year. And as I'm thinking about opponents, I mean, in the playoffs, I don't count the Dolphins because everybody knew the Dolphins was not going to go in there and, do anything in minus 30-degree weather. I'm not counting that. Maybe their first matchup that y'all had with them when y'all played overseas, maybe that one where they was putting up points pretty much the whole year. And that's the one defense that kind of, minimized.
What week did they play Miami? What week was that in the regular season?
What was that? Like week 7-ish?
I want to say about week 9 over in Germany, and they pretty much put the clamps down on Tyreek. He really couldn't get off like you normally do. That offense in general really couldn't get up. But yeah, that was week 9 against Miami. So it was weird how that defense really stepped up to the plate last year. Did they damn thing? I was shocked. I thought I'd never see a defense like that, especially when we had Chris Jones hold out the first game, still wanting his money, and I didn't know how he was going to perform. And then the moment he got his money the next week in Jacksonville, the man almost had 3 sacks, and he damn near had his sack for like every week for like the first 5-6 weeks of the season. So I was like, oh, that's what we're doing. But I will say this, Maestro, you 100% right. You lose to Jarius Sneed, that's a motherfucking dog. That's a dog.
Yeah.
All right. I was, me personally, taking the content creator out of me, just being a fan. I wasn't happy about that. Like, that's a dog. And you found him in the 5th round when nobody else was thinking about L'Jarius Sneed. And you turned him into a dog. Like, why would you? And you got back pretty much a slab of ribs and a bag of chips for him in the trade. You got like a 4th or 5th round. I'm like, what are we doing? But regardless, Tennessee got a good one. So that's probably my only cause for concern is who's going to be on the other side of my man Trent McDuffie, because Trent McDuffie's a dog too.
Right. I like him.
It's the other side I'm worried about. Who going to step up? That's the biggest question mark I got. Front 7, I'm not worried about that. Nick, like you said, Nick Bolton, Leo Chenal, Drew Tranquill, linebackers run sideline to sideline. Front 4 with Chris Jones, Karlaftis, and my boy Mike Danny. They get after it. It's that corner side. Safety. Oh, our safeties are gonna be nice. We found another one. This name, I'm gonna drop this name on y'all. Jaden Hicks. Pay attention. Okay. He's gonna be nice. He gonna be nice.
All right.
That's gonna be the next one. Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
Project for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, no, I was just to kind of end that conversation with the defense and stuff. I'll throw a couple other teams out there. My team, the Ravens, and the 49ers. And I had 49ers fans talking about, oh, we're going to put up 30 in the Super Bowl. And I looked at them like, okay. Okay. And what they do. What they do. So,
Hey, them 49er fans, them jokers are starting to sound like Cowboys fans, if you ask me.
Woo, shots fired.
I'm just saying. Hey, Cowboys always think they go win something, but they ain't won a damn thing in almost 30 plus years. There's been a whole generation that came out the coochie and then had their own family before the last time they won the Super Bowl. 49ers is right there with them. They won their Super Bowl the year before the Cowboys. What the 49ers?
That's true. Yeah,
what has the 49ers done since then? Yeah. Like, they can get there, but boy, oh man, they ain't walking away with no trophies. So I'm just saying, man. Them, hey, y'all see that Spider-Man meme when they pointing at each other and shit like that? Yeah, you 49ers fans, Cowboys is looking really mighty similar right now. That's all I'm saying.
Woo! Shots fired there. So go ahead, Maestro.
In your mind, projection wise, how far do the Chiefs go?
Man, I don't see why they can't win this three-peat, man. Because that was not a good offense from the Chiefs last year.
Yeah,
that wasn't.
Yeah,
I'd be 100 with that.
What's the position of them since Mahomes is there?
That was not a good offense. That was his worst offense he's ever had. And they messed around and won it.
Yeah.
So now that you recalibrate on offense, so to speak, you bring in the pieces you do. You give that man not one but two deadly. Take the top off. The two guys that can do that in Xavier and Marquise. Like, dog, Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce should eat all the middle, just right there, because Cats is gonna back up. They're gonna be like, yo, what do I do? Especially if you ain't got no pass rush, and I think that's another thing about the Chiefs that probably doesn't get spoken about. Yo, we finally got our left tackle probably for the next 10, 15 years, and Penei Sewell's cousin. So in Kingsley.
I didn't know that. Okay.
He's Penei Sewell's cousin. I ain't gonna try to pronounce his last name. I'm gonna butcher the hell out that shit.
Yeah.
They're Kingsley. So he's on the left side. He's gonna protect Patrick. So, and then you look at our interior between our two guards and center.
Yeah.
We
Creed probably best. Yeah.
Oh, right. Creed, something crazy, dog. And then he's next to Joe Thuney, and then we got Trey Smith on the other side. So it's like at least four of the offensive linemen. Jawan Taylor, I'm still waiting for you to kind of earn that $20 million a year, but that's another conversation for another day. But besides him, that O-line is pretty straight. It's damn near solid. So if you ain't got no pass rush, that's the wrong quarterback get time, man. So I don't see why they can't win this thing. It's barring, of course, any catastrophic injuries, self-inflicted wounds, turnovers, penalties. I don't see why they can't win this damn thing again, bro.
That's what's up. Hey, man, it's no reason. Let me tell you, as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, if I was in your shoes and I had the best quarterback in the league and we had just ran 1-2 championships in a row, especially off the last year where we weren't the best defensively or offensively, I would be yelling to the high heavens, we about to three-peat. So it will,
yeah. And the crazy thing about it is when I watch the Chiefs content that they put on YouTube, Patrick talk about it. He makes it. He's not shying away from it. He's looking at the rest of the team and say, "Hey, bro." He even said it after they won the Super Bowl last year. He's like, "Bro, I want that 3."
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Yup, let's go." Yeah. And so when you get the buy-in like that, and it because most cats they try to stay away from talking about certain things like that. They don't want the added pressure or the give that type of situation attention. them dudes automatically said it after just winning the last one, man. Let's go get the third one. So I mean, I like the attitude. So
Yeah.
and that breeds confidence throughout the whole building. So but hey, man, it's just crazy how this whole situation is going, man. Because before Patrick, boy, I tell you, it was not pretty around here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank
I'll tell you that.
I guess you got the Chicago Bears to thank for taking old boy before Patrick Mahomes.
Oh. Hey, man, them Chicago Bears fans, boy, they y'all motherfuckers delusional as hell.
Yeah.
You see, y'all fucked up and got Trubisky. It didn't work. All right. No diss to Caleb Williams, but I got some question marks about the young fella.
Yeah.
But y'all need to relax thinking that y'all got y'all Patrick Mahomes. Like, relax.
Is that what they saying?
Dog, Trey, they really think that they made up for the Trubisky mistake for this dude.
That's
hilarious. They really think that getting Caleb Williams is making up for the mistake in 2017, getting Trubisky over Mahomes.
He got to bring Chicago a Super Bowl trophy then.
That's crazy because I mean personally I like Jaden Daniels more than I like Caleb Williams. So
real talk.
Yeah.
Not real talk. Me personally, I'm right there with you, Maestro. My thing is, my only knock on Jaden Daniels is the dude throws himself around like he a stunt double, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, you can't just throw yourself in the fire like that, bro. You did see what happened to RG3. He looked like he was about to be a Hall of Famer. It took a bad hit.
Right.
And the dude can't even keep a job at ESPN now. So, I mean, you tell me how that turned out. That's
right. Well, on paper, I mean, if we're talking about, Commanders and the offensive line, it looked like Jaden Daniels going to be doing some of that same thing, just throwing himself all over the place because he don't have the protection.
Damn. Ain't that a bitch?
Hey man, I want to give a quick shout out to Big Care 303. What up?
What up?
I also want to give a shout out to my man Kevin Sanford. What up? He says that he just left the Waffle House and thought about us, meaning he thought about me.
You. He thought about you, Maestro. Because you was the star that night.
Yeah.
Love a good Waffle House.
Hey, look, man, I had a little bit too much, man. And I don't know how or why some waitress wanted to fight me, but some waitress wanted to fight me. I didn't even know what was happening. I don't know. It was a long time ago, and I have learned from my lessons.
Could have ended up on World Star.
Yeah. But let's be clear. I would have been on World Star for the wrong reasons. Y'all have been calling me all types of bitch ass niggas for knocking that chick out. That has to be very clear.
Hey, that's wild. Hey, dog, I ain't never had a sober night in a Waffle House. I can tell you that, dog.
Oh, man.
Dog. I ain't never had a sober night. Matter of fact, has anybody ever been to Waffle House sober? I don't think that's ever possible. Dog.
Now, in my defense, so I live in the DMV area, which is like DC, DC, Maryland, Virginia. So when I go down to Georgia every now and then, because my mother and my sister live down there, I don't know what my mom always finds her way to take me to Waffle House. I don't know what it is, but it's always in the morning, so. I frequent Waffle Houses not a lot because I don't go to Georgia a lot, but I definitely been there sober. But the more memorable time is definitely the drunk times. Those are definitely the more memorable ones.
Hey, that's wild.
Yeah,
man.
Your mama must have a liking for Waffle House because for as many times as I've been in the South visiting, I think that you and I, when we went down there, I think that was the only time I've ever step foot in the Waffle House. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. It was always so so I'm originally, born and raised in Brooklyn, right? So we used to drive down to South Carolina on some summers, right? So our thing was always south of the border. You stop there, get some food, fireworks, that whole thing, and then it was just keep on moving. It was the Piggly Wiggly. It was, it was those types of like southern stores that we were going to, but
talking about
for some
cooking,
reason,
though, if you go to Piggly Wiggly, though, you talking about
right. No, I got you. Then not the comparison per se to Waffle House, but I'm just talking about like in terms of places infamously known in the South. Those were the places we went to. Waffle House really just wasn't on the list for us for whatever reason that was.
Interesting. So let's talk about the Ravens versus the Chiefs on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about it. Look, because I'm a content creator, I don't like the Ravens. I want the Chiefs to smoke the Ravens week 1. You know, I'm assuming some type of celebration is going to happen pregame. You know what I'm saying? That I want them to come in there.
All that. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm assuming that. I'm just assuming that happens. But
no, it will.
Yeah.
They'll raise a trophy. They'll put up the banner, and they'll do that.
Banner night, baby.
Yeah. So, and I want nothing would make my heart more content as a Steelers fan, a content creator of this podcast, and a hater of the Ravens.
I was waiting for it, Maestro. I was like, you sure this ain't got nothing to do with your love for the Steelers? Sure?
I want the Chiefs to smoke their boots. But I'm not going to lie. I picked the Ravens to win this game.
Shocking.
I do. Somebody just asked me this morning, and I said, you know what? I know it's not going to be. If it was in Baltimore, I definitely was picking the Ravens, but I still feel like maybe the Chiefs start a little slow. I feel like the Ravens feel like they should be lifting a banner maybe or lowering a banner maybe. And I think Lamar is good at taking these types of games and being and creating vengeance to play good, to play well. What say you, Trey?
Look, all day the Ravens are going to win Thursday night. But let me just say this, because there's been a lot of talk about revenge game situations, and me personally, I don't see this as a revenge game because this isn't the AFC Championship game. This is week 1. This is for the number 1 seed in the AFC. That could only be for that, because I know the Chiefs are going to win the West. AFC North, we've talked about it ad nauseum. You go back 20 years when this division started. Nobody's won this division more than 2 years in a row. So that's how tough this division is. So for Baltimore, they got to get off on the right foot here. They got to start hot. They got to win this game, just because this could mean home field advantage in the playoffs like it did last year. That's really what this game is about for me.
Man, I think it's a close game, but I feel bad for the Ravens because I'm not normally a stat kind of guy, but I had to look it up. I was like, man, how my man Patrick Mahomes look in the month of September? And I'm like, oh, this man that good? This man 56 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in 19 games in the month of September. Yeah, looking at the calendar, oh shit, it's September. Oh damn, sorry, Ravens. It just don't look good.
Look at Lamar's record in September too, man.
Hey,
and
I will say this.
By that,
no, I feel you, but I'm also looking at the Ravens with Lamar Jackson versus the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. It's 4-1. There's an advantage for Mahomes, and I don't normally like to go about the numbers and all that stuff, but it's tending to favor Patrick. And this is not me being a homer at all. I just think that the Chiefs they're going to take this game serious because you can't have Baltimore this week. You can't have Cincinnati in week 2, who are going to be some of your top competitors in the conference, and then you come late January trying to get a number 1 seed and they sit in front of you. So it's not going to look good for you when they got the tiebreaker. So I think with that in mind, Chiefs win it, but it'll come down to a close game. I'm saying a field goal type of game. I'm saying 24-21. I don't think it's going to be a lot of scoring. I think both defenses are going to show up. Surprisingly, the Chiefs actually played very well against Derrick Henry, which is crazy because that's always been my thing about the Chiefs defense. Boy, y'all couldn't stop a nosebleed against some of these teams running the ball. But some reason against Derrick Henry, y'all decide to show the hell up. So, well, okay, I'll take it. But so yeah, man, 24-21 Chiefs. It's not going to be a lopsided game. They going to trade a couple of blows, but this is going between Harrison Butker and your boy Justin Tucker. That's two of the best kickers in all of the NFL. One of them going to win the game.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because that was the exact score I had in the AFC Championship game last year in favor of the Ravens. I gave y'all defense that much respect that it would be, low scoring, but it wouldn't be like a shootout type of a, football game. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I feel you on the, the low scoring portion of it, like a 3-point game coming down to a field goal. And look, Harrison Butker, for all the, crap he's taken, and I ain't gonna get into all that stuff because I'm not fully versed in, what was going on with him over the offseason. For my money, Justin Tucker is still the best kicker in football. For my money, still. The man can kick 60+ yard field goals. The man almost hit a 70-yarder in Detroit a few years ago. So if we midfield, I'm putting my money on that dude. If we need a field goal, I'm putting my money on that guy.
Hey, no cap. I don't think you can go wrong with neither one of them cats. For real.
For sure.
It to the point where I snatched both of them on my fantasy team. I ain't even go cap because I grabbed Harrison first, but then I knew one of my partners wanted Justin Tucker, so I was like, man, let me be a hater real quick. So I snatched him out of spite. So
yeah, it's funny you say that because I just wrapped up a fantasy football draft about an hour ago. And if I'm not mistaken, because I couldn't stay in the whole time, so half of it I had to go autopilot on. But if I'm not mistaken, man, nah, never mind. I thought I had Harrison Butker as my kicker, but I actually picked up Zero Line from the Jets because I feel like the Jets are going to be kicking a lot of field goals this season, even with Aaron Rodgers coming back. I still feel like that offense will have some moments where they might stall a little bit.
Man, Trey, you being too nice, man. Them Jets is gonna be ass again, man. I ain't trying to hear about no mother. Nah, man, them old whack motherfuckers gonna be 7-10 again, and they gonna fire their coach Salai because he been under 500 the whole time he been coaching there. And they brought you old ass Aaron Rodgers. I'm just gonna throw a question out, fellas.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw a question out, fellas.
Yeah.
I'm looking for an answer. When's the last time you seen a 40-year-old ball out after just tearing his Achilles? You let me know when.
I ain't never seen it.
I never seen it. Like I was telling Maestro the other day, does he really have to be Aaron Rodgers? Does he have to be MVP Aaron Rodgers on this particular Jets team?
He ain't got to be MVP, but my thing is you got one of the young studs in Garrett Wilson out there, and you got to. Besides that, what you got? I like. Don't get me wrong. No. I was about to say I like Reese Hall. Mm-hmm. I like Reese Hall. Injury took him out his rookie year. He almost eclipsed 1,000 yards last year. Cool, but first of all,
good defense though.
The defense ain't the issue. The problem is that they got an old trash ass offensive coordinator named Nathaniel Hackett who couldn't hack it as a head coach and didn't even make it out his first year in Denver.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
But they would say he got that job because of what he did with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Yeah, but Maestro, that was prime Aaron Rodgers in
Yeah.
the Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Not an old son of a bitch coming off a torn Achilles Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a different dude.
Yeah, I agree. We was having this conversation last week, and they was feeling like, I feel like that the Dolphins are the better team in that division.
Right.
Then Buffalo, and really, let me be honest.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Let me be honest. Let me be honest.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Be honest.
Don't do that, B.
I'm putting the Jets above Buffalo. So that would put them in pretty good company. That would put them in pretty good company. That would put them in pretty good company to get like that number 7 spot. Yeah. Because look, Aaron Rodgers. Look, like Trey said, I'm not expecting Aaron Rodgers to be the guy. I think he's just gonna be just good enough to get them in the playoffs. Breece Hall is a good running back, but is he that running back? Like, I don't know if he's that running back that's gonna change games. I don't know if he's gonna be that running back. Garrett Wilson is a vicious wide receiver. But what happens when you lock him up? Is there another option to make these things happen? I get Mike Williams is there, a fresh off injury, but I don't even know if I believe Mike Williams like that. I don't know if I believe Mike Williams like that. So, and especially if he's gonna be a number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe Mike Williams.
History of getting hurt too. So, I said he got a history of being hurt.
Yeah, right.
Too. So that's something to think about. But I ain't gonna hold you, Mar. I got the Jets winning the East this year.
Man.
Yeah,
man.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Like Tyreek ain't on the Dolphins with Jalen Waddle.
I hear you. You.
Oh man,
the Tua, and I'm glad Tua got his money, but you got to beat the Titans when when you're trying to win a division, man. You got to beat the Titans. I'm sorry, man.
You're right. Sorry. He went dead in that game. Tyreek goes out with the ankle injury, and then all of a sudden the offense just left the building. So
yeah.
Now you're right. He should have beat the Titans. But man, it's I can't put no faith in an old dude that just came off an Achilles injury. I ain't never seen no 40-year-old ball out and get back to regular form at 4 years old. I mean, the Jets are one of those teams where enough hype, y'all either gonna do it or not.
Yeah,
like every year, we improving. Okay, you go from 3 wins to 4 wins. Okay, that's improvement. Okay, whatever. You go to 4 wins to 7 wins, and then you go to 7 wins again. 7 wins again. I'm waiting.
Yeah. That's fair.
Y'all gonna do it or not? So until then, because I know a lot of Jets fans, and they happy. We finally got Aaron Rodgers back. I'm like, realistically, I asked him the same question: When have you seen a 4-year-old dude get back to form after Achilles? Exactly. You can't answer the question. So
you're not. You're not gonna see it.
You're putting too much stock into a fragile old dude where he better off. I mean, if this was a getting high and sitting in the cave type of situation, he got it hands down. Cool. This is
you kind of wonder about that though too, Mar. You got to wonder because sometimes this guy seems like he's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about the like you said, the cave and being on this high or whatever. And it was a story that he once considered retiring, but he changed his mind because the higher, the most high was like, hey, you need to play some more. So you kind of got to wonder about is he really, really committed? Like you really got to wonder about that if you're a Jet fan.
There's some strong ass drugs that make you say, man, go.
Man.
Word.
I don't even know if I want to smoke with that joker smoking. I don't know. I don't touch that shit.
Nah, give me a pull of it. Give me 1 pull. Give me 1 pull of that. If it's weed, give me a pull of that.
Oh man.
Hey, man. So you a Lakers fan?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Lakers briefly, man. Briefly. because we ain't quite in NBA, getting ready for the NBA yet. I don't know where you at with it, but I know I ain't quite there yet. And if I'm being completely honest,
He's going to be there.
I'm trying to change this. I'm trying to change this year. I'm trying to change it this year. I normally don't lock into with the NBA till February, March. I ain't gonna lie. I normally don't. I normally don't. And by then, be honest, by February, March, I got a pretty good notion of what my team is going to be. I'm a Wizards fan, and if they trash, I mean like trash, like they was last year, and up until we got that 8th seed with Westbrook.
Pretty much since Westbrook left, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, right. So we're gonna be that kind of trash. I try not to raise my stress levels. My therapist taught me stress management. I'm not gonna get involved if we just gonna be some shit.
Yeah, you know when to let that shit go.
Yeah, I gotta learn to let shit go. It's enough shit to stress about in this world. But yeah, tell me about your Lakers. I guess give me a outlook on how you feel things went in the off or going in the off season.
Damn, man, Lakers fans, y'all gonna hate me because I'm a Rivers dog. Hey, can we just be real?
Yeah.
Take that bubble championship out. We looking at a motherfucking play-in team every year. No, they are playing. They either so LeBron get there 2019, they missed the playoffs. 2020, they get the bubble championship. 2021, I believe they missed the playoffs again. Correct me if I'm wrong.
They got the what was that? They got in the play-in. They got in the
play-in. Okay, so there's a couple play-in appearances, and then 2023 when they went to the Western Conference Finals, they got in the play-in and somehow miraculously made it to the Western Conference. Right. Last year, this past season, play-in team again. They fighting for a play-in spot. Let's just call it a buck. AD, LeBron. My thing is look, and I hate to do this because I'm not a big LeBron fan. I didn't even want the old son of a bitch on my team anyway. I'm just gonna be honest.
Wow.
Yo, my man is for tonight.
I'm being serious because there's a certain type of basketball you got to play that comes with LeBron James, and you pretty much got to sell off your future for him to be improving vets that he wants to play with, and I don't like that. Yeah. So I seen so much young talent go out the door because he's like, no, man, give me that guy who's
D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram,
even Rajon Rondo,
so he's bringing all these older guys, so he automatically turns the Lakers from a young team to an old ass team instantly, and then he eats so much of the cap space. I can't really use my money. So one, I got no draft picks. I got no money. I'm stuck with an old ass dude. And don't get me wrong, LeBron is balling. I'll give him credit.
Yeah.
But then you give up everything to go get punk ass, soft ass AD. This dude, sports sometimes ain't about the physical, it's the mental. And this dude he's soft as baby shit in the mental, bro. No, he has all the tools to be better than Jokic. He has all the tools to be better than them Embiid. Why can't you be better than them? You got not one MVP?
Right.
Not one? He's soft. He don't want to be on the block. He don't want to get physical. If you get physical with AD and rough his bitch ass up, he's out of the game, bro. So you give me a soft mental dude and you force the old ass LeBron to play 48 minutes for 82 games because I got the soft ass, punk ass AD on the other side that don't want to take the reins to be the big dog on the franchise. Dog, they a playing team. We got to call it a buck, baby.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because that year when they shut down in March, the COVID year, everybody been saying the key to that bubble championship was the fact that AD.
Say it, Trey. Say it.
He took a break at COVID when everything shut down.
Yeah.
And when they got back in there mid-August somewhere, the dude was fresh.
Trey.
He was fresh.
Trey. Lakers fans kill me when I tell them motherfuckers that shit. I'm like, tell me a team that benefited most from that 3-month layoff from COVID besides old-ass LeBron who, by the way, you look at the stats, ever since he's been wearing the Lakers uniform, his durability that he used to always have ain't so durable.
Yeah, so
he misses. He gonna miss 20 plus games a season. Dog. AD. If he fart too hard, his spine might get out of place, bruh. He's fragile. Not only is he fragile mentally, the body fragile. We dog. Thank you, Trey. Thank you.
Hey, just call it how I saw it, man.
So
it's
no chance,
but they won it. They won it.
No chance that JJ Redick is going to turn this around after LeBron and him, lobby for this job all season last year.
Man, hey, Maestro, don't waste our time with talking about JJ Redick as a coach, man. Hey, there's a reason why Dan Hurley, who won 2 national championships back to back at UConn, he said, "Y'all want me to coach this team for that kind of money with the taxes in LA?" And I can keep my happy ass here in Connecticut when I'm building a dynasty, which is hard to do in the middle of NIL atmosphere.
Right.
Nah, y'all can have that job.
And they was getting smoke from Lakers fans, Lakers alumni. Who was it? Was it Eddie Jones or somebody on Twitter was saying, "Yo, Dan Hurley just don't want the pressure of coaching the team and stuff."
Dan Hurley got smart. No, Dan Hurley got smart.
Right.
He said,
why would I want the headache?
And why uproot my family, take them all the way across the country to go living on fake ass LA and get ridiculed by these motherfuckers who don't know shit about basketball and get told what to do by LeBron, and I got to deal with soft ass punk ass AD. Why?
And you ain't got no shooters on that team.
And that GM, I know you don't like the GM. I mean, the way you've been talking.
Man, Ron Pelinka crazy as hell because he over there just sitting there with LeBron's hands up his ass, using his ass as a puppet. Say, man, do this, do that. And he, okay, LeBron, I'll do it. And Jeannie Buss, who damn the owner, man, I'm sure we need a DNA test. You sure?
Oh, shit.
Sure that you belong to the Dr. Buss, because the Dr. Buss is not winning championship.
Whoa.
Yeah, get it. Hey,
come on, man.
Hey.
Come on, man. Stop.
Hey, clip it up.
Whoa.
Hey, this franchise is in shambles, bro. They about filling seats and getting ticket sales right now. Not about no championships, bro. Because if they was about getting them chips,
I'm with you, man.
Thing, bro.
I agree, man.
All right, talk to me about Bronny real quick, and I won't spare you no more pain.
Yeah, man, when the last time we talked about a 55th pick in the draft so damn much?
4, 2, and 2.
No.
I mean, we saw it coming though. Like, I mean, you can't say you were shocked. I think you knew what was coming.
I tried to tell myself and be naive that they wouldn't pull the trigger, knowing the nail they was. So I was like, shit, damn.
Nah. I mean, look. I mean, LeBron and JJ, they doing the podcast and stuff. I mean, that was basically JJ Redick's interview, if you will. That was his interview pretty much. So it is what it is. Hey, I won't. We won't pepper you with no more Lakers questions. But I
was going to ask you about their lack of point guard, but don't worry, I'm not going to do that.
No point guards, no shooters. Hey man, you about to see. Hey, let's see if we can get to this damn plan. It's going to be the same situation.
Yep, gonna be the same exit. But hey, man, talk to me. Let's go back to the Chiefs here, man. You've been rooting. You born, raised, Kansas City. Who's your top 5 Chiefs all time?
Oh man, he's done it. He's done it in a short amount of time. Definitely, Patrick Mahomes is in there. Travis Kelce, he's been doing it at tight end in his position. He's revolutionized that position. Tony Gonzalez. I mean, now that I think about it, we didn't have 2 great tight ends. And then I got to throw in rest in peace, my man Derek Thomas.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna throw in my man Neil Smith. He played alongside Derek Thomas.
Yeah,
so
like that.
For me, that's my.
I don't got no argument. I ain't got no argument. I mean, yeah, I don't got no argument because I mean, Patrick Mahomes, say what you want. I can't imagine anybody who in real life, and I get it, it's been a short amount of time, or it seems like a short amount of time.
Yeah,
it is what it is. That's a first ballot Hall of Fame, and he's been that maybe since he won his second Super Bowl. So yeah, so I'm with you there 100%.
Yeah, good list, man. I like the list. I tell you some of the kind of going back to the early Chiefs years. Jamal Charles was one of my favorite players. When he came out, Priest Holmes. Who's the other running back that played for Maestro?
Larry Johnson for a minute had his thing going.
Larry Johnson,
Dale Carter, one of my favorite cornerbacks.
Dale Carter,
he was a dog at corner. Even Donnie Edwards for a minute was one of my favorite linebackers. James Hasty, who was a former Jet.
James Hasty, yep.
He ended up coming over and balled out for the Chiefs. So I mean. Like I said, man, it's been so many. Dante Hall. No, he was throwing up the X before Dez.
Before Dez,
So, yeah, man, it's before Patrick got here, man. I tell people this all the time, man. It wasn't always gravy over here. We had some moments where I thought we was gonna break through, and then we got disappointed. We had, great players come in and out. And it just never came together. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Alex Smith because I think he kind of played a big role in kind of helping develop Patrick when we drafted him in 2017, and he actually had a good year in 2017.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna give him an honorable mention for sure. Yeah, man, we didn't have some guys coming throughout this thing, but it finally came together, man. Because I didn't even go cat with y'all, man. I thought I'd never be alive to see a Super Bowl. So
50 years, right?
50 years. Hey, that was because it was the last one they won was 1969. So yeah, 50 years in between drought. Dog, that shit was drier than grandma coochie, bro.
Man, look, I'm a New York Knicks fan, so I know what a 50+ year drought feels like. But I feel like I think kind of like how you felt about the Reed and Alex Smith era, where the Chiefs kind of got a little more consistent. Yeah. I feel the same way about the Knicks and what they've done over the course of these 4 years, and now they make the big trade, and they got a chance to win a championship over the next 4 or 5 seasons. So hopefully it work out for my sake that they end that drought. But I understand what that feels like before Mahomes got there for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you coming on, Mar. This was fun. This was definitely fun, man. Do me one quick favor, man. Let everybody know where they can follow you at on social media. Talk a little bit what you got coming up on the podcast and where they can find you at.
No doubt, man. I got a lot of stuff coming out on the podcast right now. With ILW Sports, I've been doing a lot of previews for as many teams as I can before opening day.
Check that out too, man. That's some good stuff right there.
Yeah, I won't get all 32 teams in, but what I've been doing is just been collabing with other content creators and hopefully just trying to make a community.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so definitely check me out on ILW Sports Network. Of course, my guys over there, D-Man K Sports Podcast.
Yes, sir.
We be over there.
Absolutely.
My man Jay. Shout out my man Mike T. G Money. We be over there talking on sports. What over there with 613 Fate Productions. And shout out my man King Mel, Quavo, and Jay Will. We be talking wrestling over there as well, man. So I got a lot of projects. Y'all just going over to my Twitter page, KCY Carmar. And I'll be posting all my stuff on there, man. So, yeah, man, I swear I got more podcasts than the Jamaican got jobs. So, man, I'm always.
Oh, man.
Love that. All right.
Jamaican podcaster.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. All right. That's what's up. Hey, it's been fun, man. Appreciate you blessing the podcast appearance right here, and we'll
I
see you around,
appreciate y'all, man. I really do. I appreciate y'all, man. And congratulations on 400 episodes, man.
Thank you, man.
That shit ain't easy, bro. They
Trust
people
me.
think that shit is they think it's nothing. Oh, just cut on the camera and talk. Nah, bro. They take work to get to 400, man. So
a lot of behind the scenes work, man.
Oh, I know. So, hey, man, that's big ups to y'all, man.
Yeah.
Y'all keep doing y'all thing. I actually been admiring y'all from afar, and I was so Trey, when he hit my line, I was like, me. I was like, yeah. Oh, we in there like swimwear it is. So,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
we get it.
Yeah, no doubt. And we still feel like we ain't done nothing. So that's the beauty of it. You know, we still got more to prove.
I'm just enjoying talking shit on here, man. That's all I'm just here to talk shit, man.
Straight up. Hey, I'm gonna throw the favor. Y'all definitely gonna have to hop on some RW stuff and we get it popping on that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Let's do it, man. Let's hook it up.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man.
Be safe out here. Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all, fellas.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. It's the homie right there, Wild Card Mar. Check him out with his podcast, The Man Cave Sports Podcast, with the homie Jay Jones and their other co-hosts right there. So, you know, make sure y'all follow up on all his stuff, his social media and all that good stuff, man. So that's what I wanted to talk about before he came on. I wanted to give a big congrats to Angel Reese. This is my WNBA section of the podcast here. Congrats to Angel Reese on getting the most rebounds in the season. Mm-hmm. I think it was like 405. So she eclipsed that.
Sylvia Fowles. I know that.
Sylvia Fowles. That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah. Congratulations to Angel Reese. She's having a good, you know, season. Good rookie year, man. She's really, you know, despite, you know, some of the, you know, obstacles that have been going on with her team, with the trade before the Olympic break, and then Kennedy Carter has missed, I think, 3 or 4 games on COVID protocols or something like that. So, you know, we wish her all the best that she could get back soon and help get this team into the playoffs, because they've lost 6 straight and they've only won 1 game since the break. So, you know, hopefully they get her back and stuff. But congrats to Angel Reese on doing that, and something to keep a lookout for with Caitlin Clark. I think she is about 40 or 45 assists away from breaking the single season record for most assists by a player.
You said 40 or 50 assists?
I think she's about 40 or 50 assists away.
And how many games are there left?
It's about 7.
So you're talking about maybe 6 to 9 assists a game. Okay. That's
yeah. She's averaging almost 9 a game.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to do the math real quick, because 40 and 50 sound like a lot. Now, you know, I ain't been paying super attention to the.
No, I got you. I got you. Yeah, she's been averaging about 9 per game, and then lately they've won 4 straight. I think they've won like 8 out of their last 10. She's had like back-to-back 30-point games, so they're coming along as a team. And I will say it here. She has wrapped up. Yeah, Rookie of the Year. She's wrapped that up already. Yeah. So
I knew she wrapped it up when I stopped hearing conversations on Twitter. So
yeah. Well, there's conversations about her again with other folks, but I don't want to get into all that because I don't have all of the minutia in regard to that. I just know it involves Stephen A again.
I don't know about that neither. I know that once the Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark conversations slowed all the way down on my timeline, I was like, oh, she must have wrapped it up. And I knew she was on a tear. I don't know points because I hadn't been watching, but I knew she had been on a tear since the break had ended. So shout out. I mean, shout out to Caitlin Clark. You got to respect her for what she has done on the court.
Respect.
Say what you want about all the media and takes about who she is and who she ain't. She's been quiet and she's just played basketball. So shout out to her.
Playing basketball. That's it. And the team is they're playing like a fluid team. Like everything with the machine is working. I mean, Kelsey Mitchell has been on a tear too. I mean, she's been averaging about 25 for about 7 straight games. So the fact that you got her doing that and the Leah Boston, being set up with some good, with some good shots, playing her position. I mean, they're forming into a really good team that maybe could challenge one of these top 4 teams. When the playoff, situation is all set at the end of the year. So we'll see what happens. But
Sure.
big props. What else you got, man?
Week 1 picks. Let's do it.
All right, let's get into it, man. Thursday night. I guess we kind of already, detailed who we got there.
I stand on it. I do have the Ravens week 1.
All right. Yep. Give me the Ravens, man. So I signed up with this app. I just lost it. Oh, Sleeper. It's a fantasy football joint. It's
you said who? Spell
Sleeper.
it.
Sleeper. SLEEPER.
Oh, like going to sleep. Sleeper. Okay.
The sleeper.
Okay.
So shout out my guy Dan, with Dan and Nikki. We had him on a few months ago.
Oh, and happy birthday to Nikki today, for sure.
Happy birthday. Happy 40th birthday. Appreciate the work she's done. So but yeah, he sent me an invite to this app. And you could do all kinds of fantasy football. You could play picks, just like regular picks and stuff like that. You could do some betting, all kinds of great stuff. So I signed up on this app, and I got all my picks right here in front of me. I've made picks for all 16 games, right here on my phone, right here in front of me. So
I would have loved to have got that app. Send it to me.
I'll send you the link, man. I'll send you the link, man. So we got a Friday game. That's the Brazil game coming up. Packers and the Eagles. Give me the Eagles in this one, just to start it off.
Yep, I got the Eagles. We can speed run this. So give me the Eagles.
Yep. Sunday's games. Your Pittsburgh Steelers and the ATL against the Falcons.
Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right. I'm gonna take the Falcons. I don't know why. I think it's a brand new team. Hey, they might play some future in the stadium. So
I'm sure they play future in the stadiums every week.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Give me the Buffalo Bills over the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Titans at Chicago.
Give me Chicago.
I'm gonna take the Titans in this one.
Okay.
Give me the Bengals over the Patriots at home.
Yep.
Texans, I will take over the Colts in Indianapolis.
Yep.
The Dolphins, I will take over the Jacksonville Jaguars in Miami.
Absolutely.
Panthers at the Saints. Who you rolling with?
Saints.
Give me the Panthers. Upset special. It's week 1. It's week 1.
Week 1. Yeah, I won't argue. It's definitely week 1.
Anything could happen. Giants hosting the Vikings. Yeah, this might be one of them games.
Giants are at home. Give me the Giants. Give me the Giants.
Yeah, this one was easy for me. I'm gonna take the Giants. Minnesota's got injury issues and all kinds of stuff. I'll take the Giants at home. Raiders going to Cali to take on the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
I'll take the Chargers. Broncos in Seattle taking the Seahawks.
I am taking the Seahawks as well.
I will take the Seahawks too. Cowboys in Cleveland to face the Browns.
Give me the Browns.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys in this one.
I'm not mad at that.
I'll take the Cowboys. We got the Commanders going to Tampa to take the Buccaneers.
Give me Tampa. Nah, I need an upset. Give me the Commanders.
Okay, I was about to say, man, I'm taking the Commanders in this one. All right. Sunday night game, Rams at Detroit. I will take the Lions in this one.
Yep.
And then the Monday night game, Jets at the San Francisco 49ers. I will take the 49ers in this one.
No upset. 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers, week 1.
Hey, they just signed Trent Williams, man. They got
Oh,
their boys their money.
I was only trying to convince you. Don't worry. I got the 49ers.
They got them boys their money, so it's gonna be a problem for New York.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be a problem, man. I don't want to, end the podcast without saying rest in peace to the great hype man that is Fatman Scoop.
For sure.
Was at a show in Connecticut over the weekend.
His last words, not to be too morbid, was literally, "Hey man, are y'all ready to have a good time tonight?" or something to that ilk. Right before he passed away is what I read on Twitter sometime between now and today. I mean, from the time it happened to today. And that that sounds morbid, but I mean, for me, he died doing what he wanted to do.
I was just about to say,
and that is fucking amazing. Rest in peace to that legend.
Yeah, he loved doing that, man. I mean, one of the all-time great hype man. When it comes into the music industry, DJs and stuff. I mean, he took that "Love Like This Before" beat and just turned it into a timeless, classic. I mean, when I first heard that song, nice song, but never thought that it would be in a rotation like it is now. He took that and just made it a classic. So,
for sure.
I remember, I think I mentioned this before. I was at a basement party in Queens, and that Timberland song came on with Fatman Scoop.
Mm-hmm.
And the girls was shaking it, man. It just took me back to that time when I'm thinking about music with Fatman Scoop in it, man. I think about that track, and and a few others, Missy. You think about all those those songs with him on it. Mariah Carey, just to name a few. Definitely be missed, man. Definitely another eye opener for guys to manage your health and stay the course with trying to get healthy, man, because this stuff is starting to as I realize as I'm getting older, this stuff is starting to hit home a lot more than it has before.
And I'm not saying I don't know what his health situation was. What I'll say is take care of yourself, and you never know when you're going to go and do what the fuck you want to do, man, because you don't I find way more comfort in his passing, that he passed away doing, literally on stage doing what he set out to do in life. And it's not like he was 25. He had been doing this. He's been doing this for years, 30 years plus, doing what he want to do, and he died doing what he want to do. So I mean, sure, it's sad for the people who missed him on this earth, but I mean, I gotta believe that he fulfilled his purpose. So shout out to him, rest in paradise, and certainly condolences to those who he left. But I mean, I gotta leave with believing that dude literally died fulfilling his purpose.
Well said, man. Well said, homie. Big thanks to the homie Wildcard Mar for popping through. Quick shout out to everyone in the chat. Big Kev 303, the homie Rough Buff, I see you. Theodore Harper, I appreciate you joining the chat and the Facebook Live. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in on the IG Live. I see Cupcake 25, Dre Day 85. I see you.
What up?
Mel, I appreciate you. Facts and stats. Appreciate the love, man. This has been amazing, man. Great way to kick off the NFL season. Great way to kick off our 10th year doing this, man?
10th. No, 9. It'll be 10 next year.
Be 10 next year? Okay. Yeah. This is dope, man. So we're truly, blessed to be doing this podcast and doing this out. So look, folks, continue to follow us on all of our social media platforms. You can catch us on IG at Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. Also on Twitter at Barbershop SPOR2. The homie Maestro, you can check him out everywhere at Maestro Styles. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, click the like button on the Facebook page. We also got a merch store, so I put a link in the chat not in the chat. I put a link in the description of this episode if you guys want to check out some hoodies, some hats, some shirts, and things like that. And these hats also too. These new era gray with the black snapback netting. These have been, so far so good, been selling. I still got some available for sale. Hit me on the DM.
My sister said she hit you, so
yeah. And I hit her back.
Okay,
and
I was making sure because she asked me, so I was making sure you hit her back.
I let her know what the cost was, and
Gotcha.
She got to get back to me. So
gotcha. She got
but I'll check my messages just to make sure I ain't missed nothing. But she did holler at me a couple of weeks back. So I still got some left. So anybody out there that's interested, holler at your boy. These are actually some great hats. I mean, it's 90 degrees outside. I know it's about to get cold, but it was just 90 degrees in Atlanta where I was last weekend, and I'm sweating up a storm. And I take the hat off, and there is absolutely no sweat on the brim of this hat. So these are some real good hats right here. Make sure y'all hit the brother up. Questions or comments about the show, hit us up on the email at barbershopsportstalk1@gmail.com. Also, if you're listening on the audio side, whether it's iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Play, Apple, hit us up with the review. Let us know what you think about the show. It goes a long way. So if you don't have any last words, man, again, always appreciate this time. We're looking to get back to it next week for a week 1 recap and some other stuff. Love, peace, and happiness to everybody out there, folks. And as always, mind your damn business.
Drink some water.
Oh yeah, we got him. Trey, Frazier, and Maestro Styles, we got one. Right back like we left some. We don't duck smoke, we want all of it. So line them up, Trey sharp with the blade, we sizing it up. I'm quick to catch the fade, Styles making the cut. Cause we coming out clean every time that we showing up.
It's gonna be called The Barbershop.